let's talk some mindset stuff here, some high performance stuff, because the only thing I have seen really hold coaches back from their highest potential and their best success is really the battle in their head. It's winning the belief wars. It's winning the story wars that are going on inside their heads. And it's the lack of these three qualities that I've seen most coaches struggle over, where they lack the courage to go out there and to put their lives on the wire, to go out there for the world to see them, because they're worried about the opinions. They're worried about the naysayers. They're worried about the doubters. As compared to, until their opinions, their sayings, their doubts pay your bills, who are they to be giving you advice? Who are they? You are surrounded by the right people who will tell you, march on. But it's that lack of courage that keeps a lot of coaches out, because they're worried, what if I put that social media post up and I got no likes? Unless Freddy Krueger is going to stab you in the neck because you did that, there is no real fear of like, oh, I'm scared, nobody will like my post. I'm scared somebody's going to say no to me. There's a lot more things to be scared of than that. A lot more. I'll drop you in an ISIS camp, then you'll see fear. Conviction, lack of conviction is another quality that's killing coaches. It's killing their potential because they don't look at this as yet as something that they believe in. It's still a hobby. It's still the like, a tip of toe in maybe. We have to build conviction in our people. That's going to change. And obviously commitment, lack of commitment, where maybe I'll do something. I'm interested in doing something. Big difference between interest and commitment. Interest sounds like a good idea. Commitment is a way of living. So, let's look at this. Courage. Courage as defined as the willingness to live into your authentic self and to be your true self and to put it out for everyone, because your story could change a person's life. That's courage. I'm not talking about the courage of, because there are many different types of courage, the courage of running into a fire, a burning building with fire and whatnot. I'm just talking about the courage to be you and to put yourself out there. That's where we have to get this, because it's that holds us back. Ashley Gibson, who was one of our coaches, she was tired in her life of everybody. She's a military wife. Everybody would come up to her and be like, hey, Staff Sergeant Gibson's wife. Staff Sergeant Gibson's wife. And she's like, I ain't just Staff Sergeant Gibson's wife. I'm a woman, like, hear me roar if you want. I have more identity, I have more of a role than that. And she's just like, I don't think I like living this way anymore. She had 2 kids under the age of 2 when she started the business, all the reason in the world to just be like, I'm too busy, I'm too this and that. But yet, she had the courage to get past that excuse and do something with it. She was just like, my kids, because I'm moved all the time as a military wife, the school systems around the government, places that they put us, suck, and I don't want to put my kids into those schools, but I don't have the ability to make choices because we're living on a government military income. We don't have those choices. And she's like, I'm over that. I want to do something with that. And she was on our team call, and she dropped this most amazing quote, which is what inspired me first, where she's like, the day I began to have the courage to live my life on social media and be who I am is the day my business changed. Because now I started to live into who I am. I started to put my message out, and she's like, my niche, my tribe, military wives, started to connect with my message when I started to say, who else is tired of not having an identity? Who else is tired of just never being able to put our kids into what we want, never being able to give them the lifestyle? So she decided to just say, I have the courage to go out there and change that. The question I'm always looking at with coaches is because when you're doing your time with your coaches, are you asking them, like, what's that thing you really want to live into? And are you challenging them to be like, don't just tell me you want to make a little bit more money. Don't just tell me you want to, like, get out a little bit of debt. Don't just tell me you want to spend more time with your kids. Because that one in particular, I want to spend more time with my kids. That's the reason. I want to say 99.99% of the moms outside of, like, the homicidal ones are like, yeah, I want to spend more time with my kids. But yet, when we got 5%, 42%, when we have those statistics, I'm like, a lot of moms, I don't know if they really want to spend time with their kids. I question that. And I'll tell you a story about a coach in a few minutes about, like, that exact thing. So, do you have the courage to sharpen, refine, believe in, and create a message so that you can inspire other people just like you to say, I want more in life? You do that. Work on that for 500 days. And let's see where that goes. Conviction. Let's talk about conviction. As defined as the willingness to stand for something more. To believe in something. To draw a line in the sand and step the F across it. Do you believe in stuff in life? Principles, morals, values, beliefs that you have that you're willing to die for. Because until you found something that you're willing to die for, you're not yet living. It's a famous quote. I watch most of the coaches that just don't take off, never find that thing that they're willing to grind for. They're willing to struggle for. They're willing to be like, failure, is that the best you got? Because I'll get up. I think of a new coach on our team, Kim Dudley. 1 month. 1 month on our team, Success Club 18 Emerald. 1 month on the team. The only reason why, though, is because when we did our GSR, and I was like, why is this important to you, though? Different than, hey, just what's your goal? Why is this important to you? Use that with your coaches. And then don't let them off the hook. But she's just like, you know what? I teach in a school for the deaf, and I've got these 9 angry bitches that work with me all the time. Her words, not mine. But she's like, I got these 9 angry sons of blah. And she's like, I'm in this negative environment every day. It wears on your soul. She's like, I make $24,000 a year and I haven't gotten a raise in 4 years. I was like, I peed for you. I was like, oh, that hurt me. I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. That's criminal. That's criminal. And I'm like, are you enjoying that? No, she's like, $200 could bankrupt my bank account. She has the belief now that it's wrong to live in a negative environment and stay there. So her conviction is that story, living in a negative environment, is wrong. I'm going to change it. $24,000 a year, not a raise in 4 years, that's wrong. That's wrong in society. I'm going to change it. So she has the conviction to get up and not worry about the no's and not worry about this, not worry if I go to tell somebody and I ask to invite somebody to the business and they say no to me, I'm going to curl into a ball and cry, because she's more convicted with changing that story and that reality. That far outweighs the fear. It far outweighs the worries, the naysayers, the doubters. This is where we got to take yourselves and our coaches to the point of don't let them off the hook until you're like, tell me what you believe in. Give me your beliefs and I will stand beside you until we go live those beliefs, because that's what's going to move and change the world that's outside those doors. That's the real mission we're on. Make sense? Yeah. 500 days. Live into your conviction more. Let's just see where you guys all are at. Want to see it. And the last thing, commitment. as defined as the ability to endure, persevere through anything. It's the start and stop, start and stop, start and stop mentality. How's that working? I mean, we see it with our people in their fitness, in their wellness. How's it working? What's different with your pursuit of success and changing your lifestyle, changing your income, if you don't have the ability to commit to something? We must move beyond interest and move into commitment and the ability to persevere and get through. It's the most important thing because the market and people are watching. Do you think we're the first network marketing company out there? Do you think we're the first fitness products out there? As if people are like, my God, this is new. I've never seen any of this. This looks like a business opportunity thing. This looks like, they've seen so much of this crap before that they're desensitized to it, and they're also like, you're gonna be another one of those little fly-by-night people. You're another one of those people that's excited for 30, 60 days. I started a business, it didn't take off the way I wanted to, and I stopped. And my messages stopped, or my family wasn't into it the way I hoped they'd be, and whatnot, and this and that, so I quit. We have to change that story. You have to change that story. I don't know where each one of you is in your business, but if you don't develop commitment, it's just a wish, just a hope, instead of you being in control with action and doing. Matt, on my team, is a great example of it because he was the diamond that fell out of diamond, but not like fell out by like one coach, collapsed out of diamond. I've had coaches on the team that were diamonds that collapsed and they're gone. But Matt believes in a commitment to the family, like a family guy that he's just like, no dude, I'll take the bullet for real. For my kids, for my family. He's like, I've got to figure out why I failed as a leader. Went and invested in John Maxwell's leadership training and this and that. He got serious. That's commitment. That's why he got it back last week after a year. It's just the difference of what we can be doing. Man, if you're going to think commitment, I always like, this is one of my favorite, it's just like, if you guys don't know Katie Ertzy, and I don't know if I ever pronounced her name wrong, I mean, talk about commitment. This is a coach who, in her journey, got hit with cancer. All the legit reasons in the world. I've heard coaches be like, I can't do it right now because I'm moving, and those boxes will mess my mind up. And I can't think about how to pull out my phone and be like, but, let me check out my coaches. Because boxes, shoot, moving vans. My dog is sick. My favorite is my family's coming to town. I'm like, what? I look for every reason if my one, that's why they live 3,000 miles away. But even when I'm there, I'm just like, can we get 2 hours with them? And then how do I get out? That is crazy. But nonetheless, she was a testament to the fact that because she stayed committed, she never used it as an excuse, and she drive on. That's why she's healthy and yes, wealthy now, because her story will also inspire others to be like, if I can get through that, I can get you through anything. I can get through anything. Because what we have to be able to do in the final steps here is to be the success. The market, your friends, your family, everybody around you, they're anticipating, not because they want to in this way, it's just how people are, they're anticipating that you're going to give up. Because so many people do. So many people talk a good game, but they never go out and put it out there. Your job, your role, is to stay in the game long enough until your story goes from wherever it is now to wherever you want it to be. 5.5 years ago, when I was $105,000 in debt, short sold my house, got rid of everything I could to just keep my business alive and start this, if I'd given up, if I didn't know that, like, I don't know when it's going to be, it took 5.5 years to all of a sudden be a different place. Because you have to have the ability to outlast whatever comes your way. Illness will come, death will come to the family, Circumstances will come. Everything is going to come at you, but that's just life. We have to get stronger in here and in here to be able to just be like, that's what it is. And I can do that because the enemy is these 4 letters. Q-U-I-T. You quitting is the enemy of your success. Choose to no longer quit. Literally, just wake up, put it in your freaking phone, and say, I will never quit. And set that alarm at 9 a.m. and see that alarm pop up and that alert pop up every single day until you drill it into your head and you out-condition any prior thought, any prior fear, any prior thing. You will out-condition it with success conditioning, and you will no longer quit. Because every reason out there in the world is going to try to tie you, strap you down, and whatnot. We've heard these all. We've heard, I got no time. Really? You're the only person that has no time. Oh my God, you're so unique in the world. What makes you think we don't get time? Figure it out. I don't got any money. Oh, you're the only person that's never had money. I was $105,000 in debt when I started this business. I figured it out. No one was interested. I went to everybody, and they were going to start, and nobody was interested. So what? Figure it out. I had a coach quit in our downline 30 days into the business. I don't even know if it was 30 days. Because hit the GSR, supposed to go into trainings, never showed up for any of the trainings, never stopped repeating calls, all that. She just went out, right back to the old routine, my massage clients and all that. I tried talking to a couple friends. No one was interested. It's harder than I thought. I'm out. Success is inconvenient. You'll just conveniently go broke. Cool. There's a great equalizer in all of life. It's called choice. Choice is the great equalizer of all life. We get to choose what we want for ourselves, what we want for our families, what we want for this world. The question is, are you willing to figure it out? Because Viktor Frankl taught us in this book, Man's Search for Meaning. If you have not read the book, Man's Search for Meaning, like, wood chipper it into your head. It is one of the most quintessential books of all time because this man served 2 terms in Nazi concentration camps. He served in Auschwitz and Dachau. He watched his wife, mother, father, children, and friends all killed in front of him. And yet, he not only survived the concentration camps, he thrived after them. He went on to come out and write one of the most important books that has ever been written. And what he discovered was those of us that, even in the face of the most ugliest atrocities that we will probably never see again, let's hope. Let's choose. Because like in the face of all those circumstances, in the face of all those atrocities, when we give life purpose and meaning, we can endure anything. Are you giving this purpose and meaning? Is this more important to you than a business? Is this more important to you than just changing your financial situation? Is this more important than anything else out there? When you give this that purpose and that meaning, I think you're going to see your story transform. And it always makes me think about one of our coaches here, Shelly Gonzalez. Because not only is she an inspiration to our team, she's an inspiration to me because of her story. So I tell it whenever I can, wherever it fits in, right? But this was where Shelly started. This was one of her first posts. It sucks. Oh, by the way, I asked her if I can do this, so I'm not just a douche up here. But I'm like, this was her. Hey, check out my logo. I'm bringing sexy back. With a logo, yeah, you are. It's 10 ladies, 10 weeks, fitness, nutrition, and support. It's that generalist thing that we talked about. But here's the thing about it. Here's what's beautiful about it. Here's why I put it up there. She began. She started. How many people just simply don't start? So kudos to starting. And kudos to being like, okay, it sucked. I'll get better. And she started personal development like a wood chipper. Man, coaches, if in your little day timers and whatnot, you're cutting out personal development, you're just cutting out your success. It comes before everything else you do. Your personal development. We change the human being, anything is possible. Anything is possible. So we have to develop the human being more than anything. But she came in, she did all of her work, she did her stuff. You know why she was grinding? Because she has a story. She was dealt certain cards in life. She was dealt, grew up in a trailer park. She was dealt the card of being sexually abused by a family member. She was dealt the card of a single mom in Anchorage, Alaska. Good God, who knows why? Anchorage, Alaska. But nonetheless, single mom, daughter of 3, remarries, has 3 more kids, is under financial stress, struggle, this and that, but yet accepts not that story, but the story she chooses to create and is willing to work, endure, commit, have the courage to, have the conviction to go change, so that 3 years later, yes, 5-star elite coach, out of financial situations, changed her entire life. Is your story that important to you? Are you giving this that meaning to change whatever circumstance, whatever thing you've had in your life, that you are willing to go out there and do the work to start getting better, no matter where you are today, and you're going to put your courage on the line. And you're going to go put that conviction on the line. And you're going to start being committed. Because here's the thing. No matter where you are now, no matter what goes on, every single thing that will ever come across your plate is figure-outable. You can figure it out. If you give it meaning and purpose to serve and to give, so that we leave this world in a better place, so we are creating that little dent, that legacy that we're all about, so that we can also enjoy the fruits of our time with our family, the most precious things that we have. The only question is it going to be your time now? Is it going to be your time now? I say it's our time. Thank you, guys.